Alrighty people, well we finally have some news that isn't The Last of Us to talk about today. Chris Pratt has finally addressed people's backlash towards him voicing Super Mario in the upcoming Super Mario film that's coming out in just a couple weeks. So we're gonna get into that after the intro. Yeah, so don't forget to like and subscribe and share this with all your besties. So Chris Pratt has finally reacted to the backlash about him voicing Mario in the upcoming film. So yeah, quote right here, mostly people don't want something like this to get screwed up. They're precious about it. They're careful. So this article is on GameSpot, but it's also based on an interview that happened on IO9. So yeah, a lot of people should have thought that the actual Mario guy, Charles Martinet, who's basically been voicing Mario since he had a voice, should have been in the film. And a lot of people were like, took issue of how Pratt's not Italian, which is kind of dumb. I mean, does it really matter if he's Italian just because he's voicing an Italian character? But he understands there's a passionate fan base, and I'm one of the fans. I get it. Mostly people don't want something like this screwed up. They're precious about it. They're careful, and I'm grateful for that. The head of animation studio Illumination, everyone's name is Chris. Jeez. Chris Mellow whatever. He defended him, saying that his voices would evaporate after fans heard it for the first time. But maybe not entirely. So yeah, I'm sure there's going to be people out there like me who isn't the biggest deal that Pratt's voicing him. I'm just more glad that this movie exists and it's coming out during a time where I feel like video game adaptations are going to be getting bigger. People love to voice opinions as they should. So this is from an interview on IO9, and Charlie Day was actually there as well because he voices Luigi. So the two brothers, Mario and Luigi, having an interview, and yes, this is what Day says himself. It is a place to escape to, so people would go after maybe having a tough day at school or in your work life, whatever it is. You put on Super Mario Bros. And play for an hour and you just disappear into that land and that world. In many ways, the game is taking care of people. I think in a way that they don't want the franchise messed up at all. So I think they'll be really happy with when they see the movie 2 or 3 or 4 times in the theater. Right. That's a bold statement. In the same interview, they actually discussed the possibility of additional Mario movies to come. Pratt suggested he did not sign on for a multi-deal. That's a weird way of putting it. He suggested? So maybe he did? Maybe he did already, but we don't want to know. So they already addressed the possibility of a sequel, and right now, Pratt doesn't know. He just says, with animation, typically it's like you do one, see how it goes, and if it goes well, then you come back and do more. But the Super Mario film movie coming out on April 5th is expected to be a box office juggernaut and could rise up the charts to become one of the highest grossing video game movies ever. A list currently topped by Warcraft? Really? I honestly didn't think that Warcraft would be the number 1 on that list. The movie was not that good. So yeah, they're expecting this movie to be a huge, 400+ million film. I don't know. I feel like how they know that stuff, it's hard to say what they base that on. But this is actually just a short little snippet from a full-on interview that I'm going to go into in a separate video. But, I mean, this is barely him reacting to it. This is really just him saying, I get it. Most people don't want this to happen. Or it's like one line from an interview. So I'm going to go on and check out that other full interview to see what else they got going. But what do you guys think about Chris Pratt voicing Mario? Do you care at all? Is it a huge deal to you personally? It isn't the biggest deal. I'm just going to go see the movie and hopefully like it. I think it's going to be good. I think it's just going to be like a good animation movie like most generally are in general. Like most animated movies that come out are pretty good for whatever reason. So I'm thinking this one's just going to be pretty good or maybe great. But we got like what, a week away, April 5th. So it's going to be coming out next weekend. Yeah, so Super Mario comes out next week. So we'll find out officially how people are going to feel about Chris Pratt voicing Mario. And what do you guys think? Let me know. Like and subscribe and follow and all that stuff. And we'll see you on the next one. Keep gaming.